Hello everyone, I welcome you all to today's topic Decodified session. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting news, that is free entry to all ASI protected monuments from August 5 to 15, which is relevant under our history subject in GS paper 1. And this interesting news comes in after an announcement and a circular that has been released by the Archaeological Survey of India. We shall be covering this particular topic in the following sequence. Why it is in news, centrally protected monuments we shall be knowing about, which are right now free to visit for every citizen of India and in fact everyone else as well. So ASI protected monuments, then we shall be looking at not in Delhi but throughout. Then prelims and mains practice questions. Without further ado, let me take you through the topic. So the government has made a free entry for the visitors and tourists to all its protected monuments and sites across the country from 5th to 15th August. In a tweet, Tourism Minister Gkishnareddy said the decision has been taken under the aegis of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and 75th Independence Day celebrations. The Director General of Archaeological Survey of India has said that no fee will be charged at all. The ticketed centrally protected monuments, please focus on these ticketed centrally protected monuments because all the other monuments people can anyways visit without any payment. It is the ticketed centrally protected monuments where fee is there to buy a ticket. So these are the ones which are for now from 5th to 15th August being made free by the ASI and in fact Ministry of Culture, so to say by the government, and archaeological sites from 5th to 15th August this year. So the monuments, what in fact is monument? The Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites and Remains Act 1958 defines an ancient monument as means any structure, erection or monument, or any tumulus or place of intermittent or any cave, rock sculpture, inscription or monolith which is of historical, archaeological or artistic interest and which has been in existence for not less than 100 years and includes remains of ancient monuments, sites of an ancient monument, such portion of land adjoining the site of an ancient monument as may be required for fencing or covering in or otherwise preserving such a monument, the means of access to and convenient inspection of an ancient monument. The section 2D defines archaeological site and remains as follows. Archaeological site and remains means any area which contains or is reasonably believed to contain ruins or relics of historical or archaeological importance which have been in existence for not less than 100 years and includes number 1, such portions of land adjoining the area as may be required for fencing or covering in, otherwise preserving it, and number 2, the means of access to the convenient inspection of the area. Now, how the protection of monuments is being done. The Archaeological Survey of India, under the provisions of this AMASR Act that we studied about just in the previous slide, 1958, protects monuments, sites and remains of national importance by giving a 2-month notice for inviting objections, if any, in this regard. After the specified 2 months period and after the scrutinizing the objections, if any, received in this regard, the Archaeological Survey of India makes decision to bring the monument under its protection. There are at present more than 3,650 ancient monuments and archaeological sites and remains of national importance. These monuments belong to different periods ranging from prehistoric period to colonial period and are located in different geographical settings. They include temples, mosques, tombs, churches, cemeteries, forts, palaces, stepwells, rock-cut caves and secular architecture as well as ancient mounds and sites which are present or represent the remains of ancient habitation. These monuments and sites are maintained and preserved through various circles of the Archaeological Survey of India spread all over the country. The circles look after the research on these monuments and conservation activities, while the science branch with its headquarters at Dehradun carries out chemical preservation and horticulture branch with its headquarters at Agra, is entrusted with the laying out of gardens and environmental development. So in this map, the World Heritage and Cultural Natural Sites of India have been given. Now, let's understand about the centrally protected monuments. At present, 3,691 monuments nationwide are protected by Archaeological Survey of India, with highest number 745 in a circle. The list of centrally protected monuments had not seen a substantial increase in many years, and important sites under the state government could be added to the list. There is a ban on construction within 100 meters of centrally protected monuments and regulated construction within 100 to 200 meters under Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites and Remains Act 1958. The Act protects monuments and sites that are over 100 years old. So, as I was telling you, it's the ticketed monuments that the entry to which has been made free. So now let's look at the ticketed monuments quickly. In Andhra Pradesh, there is Golconda Fort, Charminar and Warangal Fort. In Assam, there is Ahom Raja Palace, Karangarh Palace, Rangarh Pavilion, Vishnudol and group of Maidams. Thereafter, in Bihar, there is site of Mauryan Palace. Then there is Sher Shah Suri's tomb, excavated site of Vikramshila, excavated site of Nalanda and ancient remains of Vaishali. In Chhattisgarh, there is Lakshman Temple. And in Delhi, there are several. So, Red Fort, Humayun Tomb, Qutub Minar, Jantar Mantar, Rahim Khane, Khanam Tomb, Purana Kila, Sultan Ghari's Tomb, Tughlaqabad Fort, Kotla Firoz Shah and Safdarjung Tomb. Thereafter, in Gujarat, there is Rani Ki Vav, monuments at Champaner, Sun Temple, Mudhera, Buddhist Cave, Junagadh, Ashokan Rock Addict, Junagadh again. In Haryana, there is Surajkund and Sheikh Chilli's tomb in Thanesar. Thereafter, in Himachal Pradesh, there is Kangra Fort and rock cut caves at Masroor. Jammu and Kashmir has group of temples at Kiramchi, Ramnagar Palace at Ramnagar itself, then Avanti Swami Temple at Avantipur itself, and there is Leh Palace in Leh. Thereafter, Karnataka. Karnataka has several. So, Vittala Temple Hampi, group of monuments Patadakal, rock cut caves Badami, Chitradurg Fort Chitradurg, Durga Temple Aihole, Ibrahim Roza Bijapur, Temple and Sculpture Gallery Lakundi, Darya Daulat Bagh Srirangapatnam, Gol Gumbaz Bijapur, Zanana Enclosures Hampi, Keshava Temple Somnathpura, Tipu Sultan Palace Bangalore and Bellary Fort Bellary. Then Kerala comes in and it has Bekal Fort at Palikare. Madhya Pradesh has western group of monuments of Khajuraho, Buddhist monument at Sanchi, Bagh Caves, Gwalior Fort, Hoshang Shah's tomb, Rani Roopmati Pavilion, Royal Complex Mandu, Shahi Kila at Burhanpur. Thereafter, Maharashtra has Ajanta Caves, Ellora Caves, Elephanta Caves, Aurangabad Caves, cave temples and inscriptions at Bhaja, Bibi Ka Maqbara at Aurangabad, Daulatabad Fort cave temple and inscription at Junnar, Kanheri Caves in Mumbai, Karla Caves, Pandulena Caves, Raigad Fort, Shaniwarwada, Pune, Harikota Old Fort at Alibag, Old Fort Sholapur and Aga Khan Palace at Pune. Thereafter, Odisha has Sun Temple Konark, Udaygiri and Khandagiri Caves, Raja Rani Temple, excavated Buddhist sites at Lalitagiri. So there are two excavated Buddhist sites in Odisha, Ratnagiri and Lalitagiri. Then comes in Rajasthan, Deeg Palaces, Kumbhalgarh Fort and Chittorgarh Fort are the sites. In Tamil Nadu, group of monuments of Mahabalipuram, Chola Temple, Rajgiri Krishnagiri Fort, Dindigul Fort, Muvar Koil, Rock Cut Cave, Jaina Temple at Sittanavassal, natural cavern called Iladipatnam at Sittanavassal, Thirumayam Fort, Rock Cut Shiva Temple and Rock Cut Vishnu Temple, and St. George Fort at Chennai. Then Uttar Pradesh has maximum Taj Mahal, Agra Fort, Fatehpur Sikri, Akbar's Tomb, Itmad-ud-Daula, Agra, Old Fort, Jaunpur, Lord Cornwallis Tomb, Mehtab Bagh, Man Singh Observatory, Mariam Tomb, Ram Bagh, Rani Jhansi Fort, Rani Jhansi Mahal, Residency, Lucknow, Monuments of Sarasvati, Sahet Jetavana, Mahet, the Saravasti city, Orajhar, Penahejhar and Karahuvanjhar, excavated site at Sarnath. These are the monuments at Uttar Pradesh. Then lastly, Bengal has Koch Bihar Palace, Hazari Palace and Bishnupur group of temples. Now, these were the information which could have been crucial from this news perspective. Let's look at the prelims practice question. With reference to the cultural history of India, consider the following statements. White marble was used in making Buland Darwaza and Khanka at Fatehpur Sikri. Number 2. Red sandstone and marble were used in making Bara Imambara and Rumi Darwaza at Lucknow. Your options are A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. both 1 and 2, and D. neither 1 nor 2. Do pick the correct option and put it in the comment box as your answer. The mains practice question for today is safeguarding the Indian art heritage is the need of the moment. Discuss. You need to answer this particular question in 250 words and send in your answers to us on WhatsApp to get it reviewed. This is it for today. I shall see you again tomorrow. Till then, take care, stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining in.